Hello, I'm DelusionDispeller. Happy Thanksgiving, first of all, because it is Thanksgiving that I'm making the first of this video series on behaviors of the narcissist. Now, of course, you've seen other videos of mine where I talk about behaviors, but it never hurts to have a few more videos out there that specifically talk about the behaviors. So, I'm going to discuss some of the specific behaviors of the narcissist that you can expect when you encounter one. Maybe some things for you to look for when you meet different people if you're wondering, is this person narcissistic or not? So, here we go. A narcissist tells you what to do and then expects you to obey them without question. They call the shots and they make the plans and they make the demands that you follow them no matter what, unquestioningly, unswervingly. It doesn't matter what else you were doing. It doesn't matter what else you had planned or going on. The narcissist expects you to cancel your plans and do their bidding, no matter what harm it may cause you, no matter what inconvenience it may be to you. A narcissist is obsessed. No matter which type of narcissist, because there's somatic ones that are obsessed with their looks, looking good to the crowd, having their hair just right, wearing the latest fashions, having the piercings, whatever it is that makes them get the attention that they crave, the narcissistic supply. And then there are the cerebral, or I call them the intellectual narcissists, who are all about how smart they are and what high degrees they had, etc. There's nothing wrong with being smart and intelligent and even good looking, but the narcissist takes it way out of balance to the point where it becomes their be all and end all of living. And they expect you to make them look good or sound good to other people, and if you don't, then there is heck to pay from the narcissist. They can become very boring to be friends with because they're all about themselves. You try to talk to them about what's going on with you, and you can tell very quickly they're not interested in that, because they might say, oh, and then they'll start talking about themselves again. They really don't care what's happening with you. They're all about getting that supply, those accolades, the praise, the adoration towards themselves. And it doesn't matter what happened with you, unless what happened with you somehow reflects on them in a negative way. Then all of a sudden they become really tuned into it. Like, what did you say? And what do you mean they thought that about me? If it's something negative about themselves, all of a sudden their ears will perk up and they'll be paying very careful attention to you. But if it's just you going on about your day and the great things that happen to you or things that you're working on, they really don't care, because it has nothing to do with them. It's all about them. So yeah, unless you make them look good, unless you bestow their talents or portray their talents to everybody, their abilities to everybody, unless you're bragging on them, they really will not acknowledge you a whole lot. Deep down inside, the narcissist is insecure and self-centered, but it's more of an ego thing than just they're timid and shy around people. It's something that's really deep in their inner core that they really don't have a whole lot of an inner core. So they find their worth in what you think of them. That's why it's so important to the narcissist that you always think highly of them, that you always portray them in a positive light. Don't tell your friends anything negative that happened between you and the narcissist and let it get back to the narcissist, because like I said, there will be heck to pay, because the narcissist cannot handle looking bad to anybody. They can't handle the idea that you may say that they have a flaw to somebody else and then it gets back to them, and oh, God forbid. They become very enraged sometimes where you never meant to hurt them or upset them. They take things very personally that they really shouldn't. And it gets frustrating because you feel like you're walking on eggshells. They even often assume people are talking against them behind their back, even if there's no proof of this. They just assume it. Usually because they're talking about people behind their backs. So they think everybody does that. They'll even suspect that somebody's looking cross-eyed at them or looking in a mean way at them. And anytime they tell you that they're suspecting this, you better soothe them. You better make them feel better. You better tell them that you don't blame them for feeling insecure about that person and how they're looking at them. Even if you don't see the person looking at them, you better tell them, oh, wow, I understand what you mean. I understand why that would bother you. Even if you're sitting there going, this is ridiculous. Nobody's even looking at them. They, as far as they care in their mind, somebody is out to get them at all times. Somebody wants what they have. Someone is out to destroy them or hurt them or leave them, abandon them, make them look bad, whatever. They're very insecure in that way. They, of course, do the value and devalue thing, where when they first meet you for a while, you are excellent. You are the best friend they ever had. You know them better than anybody else. You and them have this special little bond that they don't have with anyone else. But then they can turn and become very tactless when it comes time to devalue you. They can say really cruel, nasty, mean things, and we'll get into that in more detail later. Your tears don't matter to them. Other people's feelings don't matter to them. They will say the most tactless, rude things at the worst times. They don't care that they hurt somebody because it made them feel good at the moment for saying whatever they said. They felt justified in it. They badmouth past partners a lot, and they'll say that those past partners were worthless because they left them. After all they did for them, how could they do this to them? And I hate that person. Do you blame me? Just not a healthy relationship to have when you meet a narcissist. So try to stay away from these types of relationships. And if you can't, please work on your own self-worth, because you're going to need to have a strong sense of self-worth and self-esteem to make it through relationships with these people. So God bless you, and thanks for watching. I'll have more in just a bit. God bless. Bye.